Are you tired of the same old Facebook group invites flooding your notifications? I mean, the Cat Lovers Unite group or the Bitcoin billionaires? How about the do-it-yourself tiny home makeovers? Listen, I know I was tired of those, but through the noise and clutter of over 620 million Facebook groups, I had a vision. I had a vision of a group that was so much more than just an additional Facebook feed, but an actual real-life community of human beings from around the world of all ages, all races, all backgrounds, all beliefs, coming together with purpose. I had a vision of a community that would not only exist online, but offline, with live events, casual meetups, and charitable outreach. I had a vision of a community that would not only motivate, but actually educate people in business, relationships, and personal development. A community that would inspire both young and old, all around the world, to be the absolute best versions of themselves that they could possibly be. Wouldn't that be incredible? A community of people that you could turn to when you're lonely? A community of people that you could count on when you're down, or share your wins when you're up. A community that you could count on 24 hours a day, and especially first thing in the morning when you're preparing to attack your day. Well, I have good news. We created it. Hashtag Rise and Grind is the first ever Facebook group to not just fill your feeds, but to actually become a massive part of your life with daily live morning shows and experts in every area of life. We have live large-scale events, small meetups, and massive community outreach. From rescuing homeless people off the streets, to supporting our friends battling cancer, to most recently raising over $100,000 to help battle the human sex trafficking industry that is an epidemic in our country. The hashtag Rise and Grind group is here, and it is evolving as it gets bigger and better every single day. And we want you to join us. You see, the best part about a Facebook group and the technology that comes along with it is that there's always room for one more. And though we're 30,000 members strong, I assure you, we will make you feel like you're the only one. Because that's what hashtag Rise and Grind is all about. We rise, evolve, and impact together. Click the link below, join the group. We'd love to have you. Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. That's right. I love Monday. I don't know about you, but today is Monday, November 30th, 2020. Can you believe it? November 30th, 2020. This month is it. Like November. Boom. Just like that. It's been the craziest year, man. It's been the fastest and the slowest and just the most dynamic and reflective and all the words. Right? All the words. That's the only way to describe 2020. All the words. But here we are. We're at the end of November. Unbelievable as that sounds. November 30th, 2020. What's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, November 30th, 2020. So I want to make sure that you and I make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. Hey, if you don't know who I am Glenn Lundy. I am the host of hashtag Rise and Grind, also the creator of the hashtag Rise and Grind group on Facebook. That's right, the Rise and Grind group on Facebook, a place where you won't find anything other than motivation, education, and inspiration all the time, 24/7. Join the group if you're not already a part. We'd love to have you. You can go to riseandgrindgroup.com and you can check that out yourself. As a matter of fact, there may be a link for that shown on your screen right now. So if you're not a part of the group, you can just click that link, and we would love for you to join us. Listen, I hope you had an incredible holiday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you got to spend some time with your family, right? If you've got little ones, your little ones, and your other family members, your extended family members. I hope you got a chance to have like a lot of fun, and who knows, maybe this weekend, maybe, just maybe, you got to have a laugh or a giggle, because maybe you got to watch some boxing and you got to see what I saw. Which was my man Jake Paul taking Nate Robinson out. Just like that. Just like that. Took him out, right? That's what I know a lot of people look like after their Thanksgiving dinner, right? Taking that big old nap. But yeah, man, I mean, that was crazy. So hopefully you got to watch maybe some boxing. You got to do something fun like that you enjoy. I enjoyed that boxing match so much. It was insane. And hopefully, maybe you found some time to where you were able to get your Christmas tree up. Maybe you were able to get your Christmas tree up, start heading into the holiday. We got our tree up and we are in full swing, right? Christmas is here. Thanksgiving behind us and Christmas has arrived. So we are there. We are in full swing. And as we head into this Christmas season, this Christmas season, this celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ, as we head into it, it got me thinking. It really got me thinking, and I had done some stuff earlier in the year as far as mapping out our series for hashtag Rise and Grind and the things that we were going to talk about. And this season of Christmas, right, it's a Christian holiday. It's a Christian holiday, the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. And this is an incredibly important celebration. But what I want you and I to think about real quick, what I would like for you and I to think about is why. Like, don't freak out, people. Like, why is this such an incredibly important celebration? Now, many, including myself, believe that Jesus was God himself, right, in human form. A man who ultimately was to be worshiped and honored and held to the highest esteem. And maybe that alone, that might be enough to be a cause for celebration. Just that alone, right? But I personally actually believe that there's a lot more to it than that. You see, I believe that we celebrate the birth of Jesus. I believe that we celebrate that because he's literally a picture of what the world needs right now and has for decades and decades and decades and generations and generations and generations. You see, what was amazing about Jesus was not only was he God in human form, but what was amazing, not as if that wasn't enough, but what was amazing about Jesus is he was inclusive of all people, including the weak and the sick. And what was amazing about Jesus is that he made an impact on this planet through love and understanding, not violence and war. And what was cool about Jesus is he literally embraced people for who they were, visiting their cities and getting to know their traditions. You ever think about that? I think about that all the time. I think about how famous people of today were like, you come to us. That's right. Come follow my channel. Come like on my page. Come watch my show. Come to my concert. Come to my movie, right?
Come to my set. Come to my stage. If you want a piece of me, you got to come to me. But not my man Jesus. Jesus was like, I'll come to you. Right where you're at. Wherever you are. Whoever you are. I'm going to come to you. So I think about all that all the time, every single day. It's one of the things that really motivates me. One of the things that really jacks me up. It's one of the reasons I get up every single morning to be here with you at 5:30 a.m. It's literally one of those reasons, because I think, my goodness, what did that man have to do to get an audience of 12? If you think about it, right? This dude had to get up, pack the mules, pack the camels, go across the desert, travel, embrace the storms, possible famine, possible dehydration. There was always a threat to his life. He had to do hey, what do y'all want to do today? Hey, I was thinking I'd go share a message of hope to about 18 people in that village that's like 32 miles from here. Does that sound good? Right? And then they had to pack it up and they had to travel and they had to do all of those things to get an audience of 18. I get to click a button in my Rise and Grind hoodie that I love, this new one. It's incredible, by the way. I get to press a button and I'm able to connect with you and hundreds and thousands of other people like you all around the world. What am I complaining about? Because I got to get up at 3:30, suck it up, buttercup, right? So I think about that every single day. I think about that, right? How he went to the people. That's the one that strikes me the most. The effort and energy that he used to make sure to connect with people where they were. I think it's huge. And so I want to dive into that this week and this month. I want to dive into some other cultures. I want to go find people where they are. I want to do that myself, and I want to challenge you to do the same. So we're going to dive into that a little bit more here today. We're actually going to go into some African culture and some really cool stuff here in just a second. But before we do, we got to dance. That's right. Uh-oh. I clicked the wrong one. That's like a slow song. Speed it up. There we go. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. Maybe you're listening to the podcast. Drop a what's up. Maybe you're watching on YouTube. Drop a what's up. Maybe you're watching at 5:30 Pacific time. Say what's up. I'll say what's up back. Fair enough? Good morning, Mike Higdon. What's up, James Gavin? How you doing, Gail B. Craft and Anita Falker? What's up, Wes Storm? How you doing, Suzanne Waugh? James Gavin is in the house. Kristen Hawk Tibbs, Lauren Paquette. You know, I got to do something because I've been meaning to do it. But it's just been crazy. You know how it gets. So I just want to give a shout out to Pamela Hamilton, my boy Keith's wife, Rise and Grind member, amazing human. She had a birthday, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, and I've been meaning to send her a personal video telling her how amazing she is and how thankful that I am that she's a part of our Rise and Grind group. And you know, I have no excuses. I just haven't done it. But now I have. Mrs. Hamilton, thank you. You are an amazing human. And I am so glad that we are connected. I also want to say good morning to Jeff Baker, Rick Tamburino, Emily Gowler. What's up, Robin Welshans? How you doing, Jean-Paul Guidry? I love that Christmas tree of yours, bro. The Christmas tree was incredible. It's got the legs sticking out the top of the tree, all silly. I love it. It captures your personality perfectly. What's up, Angela Ventures Heath? How you doing, Tree in Top? Great to see you. What's up, Kevin Fadley? We got Kimberly Garner up in here. Mr. Dana Fishbean is in the house. How you doing, Dana? What's up, Colleen Higgins? How you doing, Julio Soto out there in
Puerto Rico. What's up, Kimberly Garner? We got Terry Collins is in the house, Mr. Michael Guthrie, Scott Simons, Liza Myers-Borges, and the rest of the crew at CMA. My people. Let's dive in today on hashtag Rise and Grind. So in Africa, they have this saying, I want you to say it with me. They have this word, I should say, right? They have this word called Ubuntu. That's right. I want you to say it with me. Say Ubuntu. Go ahead and type it in the comments below. And as a matter of fact, while you're doing that, drop me a like or a heart or a smiley face, however you're feeling this morning. Will you drop me one of those like, heart, smiley face? Your energy, when you do that, I can literally feel your energy. It connects with me, energizes me, it jacks me up. It brings us all together on a stronger level. So if all of you drop a like, drop a heart, all of those things, that would be great. But I also want you to write in the comments the word Ubuntu. Say it out loud, Ubuntu. Now, Ubuntu means I am because you are. Got that? If you're running right now, maybe make a quick note, right? Make a quick note. Tell your like Siri or whatever, right? Ubuntu. It means I am because you are. And you see the philosophy behind Ubuntu, U-B-U-N-T-U, for those of you listening on podcasts, the philosophy behind Ubuntu is that the emphasis is on the fact that you are who you are through others. You see, this is overall a concept of a common humanity, a oneness between all of us. You, me, both of us connected on a very deep level. You see, this is a saying that's taught to children at a very early age in Africa. I want you to think the whole circle of life type thing. I want you to imagine a world where there were no borders, there were no division. I want you to be able to capture Ubuntu and what it really looks like and feels like, as it will be an incredibly important lesson for you and for me, especially with the challenge that I'm going to give you going forward. So there's some really smart guys that explain it a little bit better than I do. I'm going to share that with you, and then I'll help paint the picture.
The word Ubuntu seems to have some mysterious origins. Some say it's a Xhosa word, some say it's just a word from a Southern African Nguni language. But the concept of it is definitely one that is shared among all the different ethnic groups that comprise South Africa.
Ubuntu is something when you've got a heart of a person. At times I always define Ubuntu differently. You cannot be a person without other people, so you need people. Secondly, Ubuntu must be in you. There is a say that when an African child smiles, he smiles from the bottom of his heart to show Ubuntu, that is got love of that person that he sees or that he is greeting. I won't be afraid to say that at times you find that our people are getting lost. We have such a unique tradition, And if you remember when Mandela was jailed in 1962, when he went to court, what he was wearing a blanket. This blanket, it has to do with the ancestors. We call it Ingawe. Our fathers, they will sit around the kraal looking at the cows and cattle, wearing that blanket. So whenever you are going to do something, there is a traditional costume that you wear.
Well, I think the concept of Ubuntu is the principle of humanity beyond borders. For me, the most wonderful music comes out of the traditional music. And at an early age, I realized this wonderful complexity of the traditional music. And it's not as simple as it is said to be. So it opened the self-investigation, of ourselves as personally, and also of our communities and of the nation. What is it that we have inherently there, besides the gold and the diamonds and the uranium, in terms of our culture?
I want you to think about it like a symphony. Each piece by itself, not so powerful. But together, every single piece important and crucial, every single note together makes this massively beautiful and impactful sound. That's Ubuntu. I am because you are. We are one. We need each other. I want you to imagine just for a second a world with no borders, no division. I want you to imagine a world where there's not an end and a beginning, but everything is connected. Now, see, I know that this is kind of hard to imagine. You're like, well, that's, Glenn, I end here, you end there, I'm where I am, and you are where you are. And I totally get that, but you've actually seen this before. You've seen this before in times of massive tragedy. I want you to think back for just a second on September 11th. For those of you watching here in America, every human in America knows and can remember where they were on September 11th. Of course, it was a tragic moment, but I'm not so sure, and maybe you do, and if not, I will remind you of what happened after. You see, after September 11th, people of all different religions, beliefs, races, backgrounds, they converged. They converged in downtown New York City to save any and everyone that they could save. Now, we're not talking first responders, right? They were there too. I'm talking strangers. But what you didn't see is you did not see someone going up to save someone else's life and then pulling their hand back and saying, hold on, are you a Democrat or a Republican? Hold on, are you a believer or an atheist? Hold on, do you believe in same-sex marriage or not? Hold on, where do you stand on abortion? Right? You didn't see that. Because see, at times, in tragic moments, what happens is the humanity that exists inside us, Ubuntu, immediately kicks in and says, we must save one another. We must save one another. My survival is dependent on yours. We are connected. It is the circle of life. So this month on Rise and Grind, I hope to take you where our brothers and sisters are. I'm not going to invite, well, of course I'm going to invite, but I'm not going to wait for them to come to us. You and I are going to go to them. So we're going to travel all the way to Africa, right? I'm going to take you to there's 54 different countries in Africa. I'm going to take you all the way to Africa, and we're going to experience their wisdom and get to know their people. I'm going to take you to Asia. We're going to journey to Asia, and we're going to extract from their understanding, their wisdom, their belief systems. We're going to extract everything that we can. Also this month, I'm going to take you to India. We're going to go to India and get an understanding of their traditions and their heritage. We're going to connect with our brothers and sisters in one of the most populated continents on the planet. At some point this month, we're also going to take you to Tibet. I'm going to take you up into the Tibetan hills. We're going to get to understand the philosophies of the monks and the wisdom that they can share. You see, we're going to do that this month. We're going to do that this month, all in hopes that once we've traveled around the world, then maybe, just maybe, we can better help start putting the pieces of our planet back together. You see, I truly believe that you and I are more than just a part of a Facebook group. I believe that you and I are part of an army that's inclusive to everyone, an army that is able to make an impact through love, an army that is willing to go and meet people where they are. I believe that together we are so powerful, and that now is the time that we study up, because 2021 is around the corner. And see, the world needs you. I need you. Your neighbors need you. Your family members need you. We all need you, because I am, because you are. We're all connected. You see, there's a quote in the planner today. If you open up your hashtag Rise and Grind planner, there's a quote from my friend Naomi Bussinger. And this is an incredibly beautiful human through and through. Just an amazing woman. And the quote that she puts on top of your Rise and Grind planner, it says, God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. You see, Naomi is one of us. She's one of us, and she's gone through this incredible journey over the last few years. It's been amazing. Her weight loss transformation, she's lost hundreds of pounds. Her self-confidence transformation has been absolutely incredible. She went from working for the most amazing organization, Carter Myers Automotive Group, and she just recently left, and she's out there, and she's preaching, and she's a pastor, and she's serving God, and she stepped into it. She spread her wings, and she's flying, and she's out there making an impact. It's so beautiful. And I know her story's not alone. There's stories like that all through this group. So I believe, and I've had clarity, I believe that God, is qualifying you and I. He's qualifying you and I because together we are powerful. And together we can break down some of the walls of division. We can break down some of the broken components of our world today and help mend them and glue them and put them together. I've seen you guys do it. I've seen you battle human sex trafficking. I've seen you meet up in person. I've seen you help each other battle depression. I've seen you connect and build relationships. I've seen you lift up cancer patients. I've seen you save homeless people off the streets. I've seen you do all of these things. I've seen you do it all. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to see how much further we can go. So I'm going to challenge you to come with me over the next few weeks. I'm going to challenge you to invite some other soldiers up in here because we're going to need as many as we can. And I'm going to challenge you to study with me. Let's learn about our brothers and sisters. Let's go where they are. Let's get a better understanding of the people that maybe don't look like us or think like us or talk like us. Let's understand them better because of Ubuntu. I am because you are. Listen, my friend, we are all, you, me, all of us, children of God. The God of the universe, the God that made everything, made you and I so that we can go out and make an impact in the world. In order for us to make our biggest impact, we got to become the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. And that takes work. We got to put in some work. We got to study. We got to break out of our comfort zones. We got to step into the areas and ideas that maybe are different than what we're used to. That's how we become the best versions of ourselves, so that we can go out and make an impact on our friends, on our family members, on our co-workers. You just showing up here today has made an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. Listen, have an incredible day today. Go out there, crush it, kill it. We're going to be diving in December. It's going to be super, super fun. Make sure you come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to do this all over again. All right? Make sure you come back. Elite members, I'll see you in about 30 minutes. That's right, 30 minutes. We'll be kicking that off. If you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. I think that's it. Have a great day. All 285 of y'all that are on right now, thank you. God bless you. I love you. And I'll see you. Have an incredible day.
I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'm gonna wake the world. It's so alarming. I hashtag rise and grind. Hashtag rise